So now we're actually going to go ahead and start our very first HTML tutorial. How exciting! So what we've learned so far in the modules are the fact that HTML works in a system of tags. So tags are essentially just when you open a left angle bracket and a right angle bracket, and inside of there, the stuff in between is the name of the tag that you want to use. So for example, over here on the left, we're going to start by typing in our very first HTML tag. So a tag essentially just looks like this. Left angle bracket, we're going to type HTML, and we're going to type in a right angle bracket. Now if you don't know where those angle brackets are on your keyboard, you just hold down your shift key, and they're actually right next to your M key on your keyboard. So pretty easy to find. Now we also learned that tags also work in a system of pairs, which means that every tag that gets opened must also be closed. So we open this HTML tag, we also have to close it. So on the next line, I'm going to hit my return key here. I'm going to close the HTML tag, and a closing tag looks exactly the same as an opening tag. The only difference is that it has this slash right before the name of the tag. Now this is actually your very first paired HTML tags. Now this tag, the HTML tag in particular, is the first tag you always put in your basic, most simplistic HTML template, which says that you're working with an HTML document. Now inside of there, we're going to add a few more tags so that way you'll be able to make your very first template. So the next tag we're going to type in there is going to be your head tag. So the head tag actually helps you by storing in all of the important background information for your website. So things like titles, SEO information, the author of the website, all of that interesting background information that doesn't necessarily get rendered out visually on your site will be stored inside of the head tag. So inside of there, we're going to add one of those necessary background information tags like the title tag. So I'm going to open a title tag and close a title tag. And inside of there, I'm going to call this my very first website. Now, if you don't know what the title tag does, yes, obviously it gives the title of the web page, but it actually also names the tab up here. Now in CodePen, you're actually not able to modify what that looks like, but in real-life HTML and development environment, you can. Now you may have also noticed that while I'm typing in my code, I'm also tabbing in, which is quite interesting. The reason why I tab is because whenever you have one tag nested inside of another tag, you represent that by tabbing. It's a lot easier to see which tag is inside of another and which tags are open and which tags are closed. Now inside of the head tag, we also do have one more tag, which is the body tag. So outside of the head tag, but still inside of the HTML tag, we have the body tag. And the body tag will actually hold all of the all of the visual content that you'll be able to see on your web page. So this is everything you see here within the browser. So all of your images, all of your text, all of your videos, all of that will go inside of the body, or the body of the web page. Now we're going to actually start adding in some content to our website. So some of the content that we're actually going to add in will be a heading. That'll be the first thing you see. So a heading, we're going to start with an H1 tag. H1 stands for heading 1. It's your biggest, boldest title on your web page. And if I open a tag, remember I must also close it. And inside of there, I'm going to type, this is my first website. And there we go. Over here in my preview panel on the right, I can see that. And on the next line, I'm going to open a paragraph tag, which is the next content type. Close out my paragraph tag here and type this is, let me fix that there, this is my first paragraph. Awesome. So I have my first heading and my first paragraph. So that essentially is the basic HTML structure. You have your HTML tag, which starts the document, the head tag, which holds the important background information that you do not see on your website, the title tag for the title of the web page, the body tag, which holds everything that you see visually on the website, H1 for heading 1. Remember, you have multiple headings you can use in order of importance and default size, H1 all the way through H6. a p tag for a paragraph, for your very first paragraph, and then of course all of your closing tags, because remember every tag that gets opened must also be closed. And remember, you close a tag by using that slash before the name of the tag. Right, so that was it for your first HTML template. All right, so go ahead and keep scrolling down the module to finish up recapping what we learned this week, and we'll see you guys in the next video.